So here's our second setup from Smash, and it's actually not going to be utilizing this deep corner route that crushes cover two. It's actually be utilizing this time the hitch that's on Kittle, the tight end hitch that you can't make as a hot route. When you have a tight end, you see the options here. None of them are for hitch. So if you want to use that hitch, you have to call this play Smash. And basically all it's going to be is sucking down yellow zones for you in order to use this post route from Thielen, right? So what you're going to see on this first play, I'm going to break down the post and the wheel are really the only reads that you want to make on this play. And you want to use it against coverage most of the time. It's decent against the blitz, but I'm looking for coverage when I'm calling this play. You're going to see the hitch pull down any yellow zone that I put out there, cover two, cover three, and you're going to have a perfect window for this post. So I'll go to the replay here really quickly and show you. Basically, if you don't have this hitch, the yellow zone won't get pulled down like this, and the window's going to be a lot tighter. You can sometimes fit it in, especially if it's a linebacker like it is here. But you see there, he backs up, and then as soon as he sees that hitch, bam, he's out the way. Look at that wide open pocket. It's before it gets to the cloud flat. It beats the mid read. The vert hook's nowhere to be found because it's guarding that hitch. Now, if I put like an out route, I'm going to do the exact same setup here, but it's an out route, right? Now the yellow zone won't get stuck down. I might be able to throw it because it's a linebacker, but if they are in a nickel normal or a big nickel, most of the time they're going to be able to make a play on that. And I'll show you why. I got block shed by Bosa there. He's just really, really good. I'll start double team if he gets a little bit wild, but I think it'll be okay. Usually he won't block shed. So I have a drag this time. I'm just going to motion him over. Nothing's going to be sucked down. See, the vert hook just sits there. Now I'm able to fit the pass in. But that's honestly because, number one, I'm using two controllers so they can't click on and make a play. And number two, it's a linebacker. You're not going to always be playing 3-4 odd. You might play big nickel or nickel normal. And yes, you can run against those formations. And that's what the great part about this formation is. But if it's a 3rd and 10, you're not going to call fullback inside because if they get one block, you're stuck on a 4th down. And if this is a safety, especially one with lurker, they're going to play this. Trust me, they will. And with a click on, I didn't click on. He's a lot farther out there. If they're on the hitch, you already know he's like down here if they're on the hitch. He drops all the way back to almost the 50-yard line. And you just have to trust me. Sometimes I can't show in practice mode exactly what you need to see, but just trust me, that post is a lot better with the hitch there, and it's a lot less scary. So I'll show it one more time against cover 2, and then we'll go to cover 3 and show that won't make any difference as well. I mean, just look at Bosa. Just look at Bosa. That was with a double team. I'm not wasting my time double teaming anymore. He went right through it. But we'll just keep this thing rolling because, I mean, I feel like we have some good footage, and I feel like you guys have learned from it. So one last time versus cover 2, and then we'll go against cover 3. Bam, right in that window. And the guy, and I just want to compare the yard lines to where he was. So he dropped back to about the 50 when I didn't have the hitch there. When the hitch is there, let's see where he's at. He's at the 42. That's about maybe 43. 7 to 8 yards of difference. That's going to create a huge window for you guys. So we'll go to cover 3 now. I know I'm taking a long time on the post. I just want to stress how good it is. And then we'll get to the running back wheel and the other reads that we have on this play. We're in cover 3 now. And you'll see that it gets over the hook curl just like it did the vert hook. Bam, easy money. Look at Bosa fighting back there. Just fighting every play, trying to mess up our video. But again, he gets sucked down. Last time I'm going to the replays. I know it gets a little bit frustrating, but I want you all to see. Bam, that guy gets sucked down. He's back on the 45-yard line. 4 or 5 yards extra space to hold him down and to keep him from making the play on that post. Now you guys see that it's going to beat cover 3, cover 2. Cover 4 is going to be the same yellow hook zones that cover 3 has, so no reason to show that. Now I'll start breaking down the wheel. We'll start with cover 2. Cover 2, this vert hook's probably the only thing that can really even come close to making a play against this running back wheel, but it still won't play it, and you'll see it when I throw it right here. You just want to lowball this thing as soon as it gets to the outside. Bam, right there. Lowball it, and that's easy. Now, if you get a really bad pass lead like completely inside, the guy can maybe make a play on it, and I'll try to make that happen here. But for the most part, you're going to be able to catch that for an easy 3, 4, 5 yards. I'm trying to pass lead it inside. I can't do it. I can't get him to play it. So even if you get a bad pass lead, you're usually going to catch it. Just be wary about pass leading it. Like right now, if I pass lead it straight to 9 o'clock, the guy can maybe make a play. And I did that right there, and it still didn't do it. So that's 7 to 8 yards, and that vert hook's the only thing that can do it. And it has to be from that outside linebacker spot. When you flip it like this, it's a lot more open. So I'll show you one more time. No zone's really going to guard this. You kind of have to man it up or user it. And you see it much more open right there when the middle linebacker is the one that's in the vert hook, not the outside linebacker. And then we'll go to cover 3 here just to show you one last time. This motion out flat zone is really just moving out any flats, cloud flats, curl flats, hard flats, anything like that. The only thing that can maybe play it is a seam flat, but I don't know anyone that leaves seam flats. You see there against cover 3, a lot more spacing because the hook curl is nowhere near it. That curl flat's pulled out by the wheel, so by the flat, and leaves space for the wheel. So that's the setup. Very, very easy, very, very simple. There's a similar setup in the ebook with a motion slant with this post hitch, but it's very, very similar to that. And it's a great concept that can help you pick apart defenses because they have to use the post, they have to use the wheel, they have to choose, and you just pick whichever one the user doesn't go to.